I think so I guess my advice to future students would be find your thing and make sure you're doing it here, because it will make you feel like connected to who you are as a person. And like the whole point of being abroad is to find out who you are as an individual, and doing your thing and feeling like you is a huge part of that.
Well, I chose DIS Stockholm specifically because I'm a gender studies major, and I really wanted to continue studying gender studies when I went abroad. And there's very few gender studies programs out in the world. And I just felt like the DIS Stockholm one really fit with me. I really loved how I was able to choose my own classes and take things outside of gender studies. I really love our photography class. And I feel like Scandinavia is a perfect place to study gender studies, because they've made great strides, but there's also lots of criticisms that are important to study as well.
What about you? I didn't end up here really that on purpose. I was looking at a lot of different programs. I know I definitely wanted to study abroad, but it was really the psychology and the gender studies that drew me here. And my sister was kind of pro DIS, and so I was really busy at the time. I was looking into things, and it was just so much easier to know that this was a good program and to choose it. I knew embarrassingly little about Sweden. Really, I'd never met a Swedish person before I came here. I started Duolingo to try to. I had a 250-day streak. I did put it on my resume for a bit, but I broke it once I got here because I was well, I'll just learn it. What did you guys know? Probably more.
It's very interesting. I have such an interesting connection to Sweden because my best friend growing up in middle school is from Sweden.
Oh yeah.
And so I learned a lot from there. And then another one of my close friends freshman year is also from Sweden. And I also had a really weird obsession with IKEA. I actually had my 14th and my 18th birthday party in IKEA. I really loved IKEA for some reason. So
Why?
I don't know. I love just exploring around IKEA, and I love the aesthetic, and I love the food. IKEA food is my favorite thing.
It's pretty good. I just had it for the first time
Really?
recently.
How was it?
It was fantastic. It was too much food for me. I was wow, I need somebody to share this with. Okay, Xavier, what did you know?
I just knew it as the land of the fika, really. I had a fika place near where I was in the U.S. And I also had my friend who's half Swedish, and he would have coffee from when he was 10 years old.
Oh wow.
So
That's a
that
little
was
too
my
much.
image of Sweden, really. And it really has held up to this day.
Yeah.
Another thing that I knew about Sweden was the whole feminist government. Which is really incredible. Sweden has made really great strides, especially when it comes to maternal leave and paternal leave and just childcare in general. I learned about in my classes before coming here.
Yeah.
But one thing that I've learned a lot being here is that the picture is a lot more complicated than that, especially when it comes to race and ethnicity here and immigration.
Yeah.
But I've learned so much in my classes, which is really great. Yeah. I would say that DIS just has such a great support system, and it fosters so much community, which is really nice. And one thing I really love about DIS is they give us so many great accommodations. I love the free transit pass.
Yeah, the transit
pass
really
is so good. They help offset our groceries, which is really nice. And I feel like I've been DIS has really great affinity groups. So I've made lots of friends through the LGBTQ friends and allies club, and I love being a blogger. Yeah. I love how especially before I came to DIS, I loved being able to read student voices, and that definitely influenced my decision to come here. Actually, hearing from the students and how they enjoyed it.
Yeah. What about you?
I would say for me, I'm a homestay student, and so I think I've been able to find a new family here in Sweden, and that's through DIS.
Getting adopted?
I am, yeah.
That's nice.
And I think DIS has really helped with matching and being a support system when kids have issues with their host families, and trying to encourage more integration with host families. And I know most of my friends are really happy with their host families, and they're really having a good time.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the food?
I love the food. Swedish food is, people say it's mild and kind of boring.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it a lot.
That's good. I'd say I came here because my sister was you should just go. It'll be fine. And I like to jump into things without really thinking about them. But the support system like really has come through for me here, and like just like knowing like the reputation that DIS has of like you're going to be fine. Like they have so many systems in place to like they've done this so many times before, and like all of these students have survived and they liked it, and so I'm like, well, probably I'll figure it out when I get there, and it'll be okay.
Yeah. One thing was when I first got here, I feel like I had a very hard time, just like with the culture shock and like, you know, missing my friends from back home and just like feeling like I'm in a city completely alone. But like I was able to talk to like the care team, which was really great. And also my housing, Glycomen, it's like such an amazing way to like foster community. Like most of my friends are in my housing because they have so many just common spaces, and like every Tuesday we have like reality TV show nights or we have craft nights, and it was really easy to find a support system pretty quickly on into the process.
No, definitely our dorm is like really nice. Just like the community kitchen upstairs.
Yes.
I love a community kitchen, and we use it so much, and everybody uses it. And then when like new people walk in there, we just make friends with them, and all of the international students like bring their friends to like have like nights there, and then we meet all of these international students from like not even from Sweden, from like everywhere. And it's just like it's such a good space, and I really like it up there. I left my olive oil up there and my shrimp up there, and nobody took it on like completely on accident, but it was all safe and sound.
And it always smells so good up there.
Yeah. And it's always clean too.
Yeah. One thing that I really love about Swedish culture is fika. And actually my blog for this semester is called Fika with Alena. And I did it for the like alliteration, but also because I really wanted to explore this idea of just slowing down. You know, I feel like especially back home and especially during the school year, it's always like go, go, go. I feel like my school environment is so competitive. Everyone always like brags about how they never take a break, you know. Like that's very valued in American culture, just like working yourself like, you know, to bits, which is not my favorite, honestly. So I was really excited to come here and like experience that for myself. And I feel like so far, I've gone on 40 fikas, which has been so wonderful. And some have been with friends, some have been just by myself. And I feel like it's just such a great way to take a breath and also, you know, make friends. I feel like especially in the beginning of the school year, I just invited people to fika. So I was like, let's fika. And I ended up making really great friends out of that. And also like learning how to be by myself too. And learning to just like go to a coffee shop and sit and order something by myself.
Yes.
And that was something that I've always had trouble with, and I feel like I've really grown in my couple of months here.
I think they just like emphasize more here, or they understand more that like creativity and like connection comes in the moments of stillness. And in America, like they're both capitalistic economies, but I think they function really differently in terms of the values of the populations. Like America really values, and like when I'm in America, I really value like getting my entire to-do list done as fast as possible. And like when somebody tells me like, oh, they took a break, or like I tell someone, oh, I took a nap, like I feel shame about that. But here, I think it's like generally really good.
I just learned last week in my Swedish class about Friluftsliv, which is this lifestyle of just being in nature and being one with nature, and just like spending time outside. And I think that's something that Swedes really care about. Like if you see like a sunny day outside, you'll always see Swedes just chilling
like
outside and just basking in the sunlight. And like I think I just like really admire that and just want to adopt that into my own lifestyle. And I think just in general, just I think being in Sweden and being in this new culture, I've really like learned to adopt certain things from this culture that I think adhere to my lifestyle, and I think improve my living situation. Like Friluftsliv, for example, just being outside, I think that's awesome.
There's like less private property, so it's way easier to just like not trespass and be able to go wherever you want.
And there's the all man's rights where we can just walk anywhere.
You can pick berries.
You can pick berries.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that was on our like pop quiz on the first day.
If you could pick berries,
yeah.
Recently, I went. This is kind of deviating, but Back from my core course trip to Berlin, I took a 16-and-a-half-hour train
Oh my
from
God.
Berlin
It was that
to
long.
Stockholm. It was that long.
Oh my
That's
God.
why. I was like looking on like their close friend stories, and Alena was asleep, and Sam was just like wide awake.
Yeah.
That's so much time.
It was so much time. I mean, maybe it's because I slept.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I honestly really want to. I'm traveling this summer around Europe, and I really want to prioritize taking buses and trains because the whole experience was just so stress-free. You know, it was like the central station is in the center of every city, and also just being on a train for that long, it was like you had time to like, I really was like, I crafted, I watched Cabaret with Sam,
Oh.
I slept, I journaled, I had a lovely snack, and it was just beautiful to watch the nature of like the German countryside and then the Swedish countryside. And even though we didn't get the slow travel grant, I'm glad I was able to.
We're gonna be okay. We'll recover our
I'm glad,
egos.
I'm glad I'm able to still slow travel on my own.
Yeah.
I think my first advice I'd give to incoming students is that like it's okay to not like, it's okay for things not to be perfect the first 2 weeks when you get here. I feel like I came to Stockholm with the expectation of having like a perfect, revolutionary, mind-blowing time, you know, like you come in with this expectation of like studying abroad in Europe. But the first few weeks are really hard to adjust. But I think that's just part of studying abroad. And like probably the people around you are also going through very similar things. People just don't like to talk about it.
The first time going to the grocery store was really scary.
Yeah, it is really scary.
Nothing will make sense in that grocery store.
Yes.
And it's okay. You should probably download the Google Translate
Google Translate
app with
the camera.
Oh, it's very helpful.
So helpful.
Yeah.
And you'll look silly, but you have to get over that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on your
Xavier,
point
what's
though,
yours?
yeah, just to add on, I think you should like just branch out and always like be open-minded. Like you don't know like what will stick with you. Like I know I've been taking classes that I wouldn't take normally in my school.
Yeah.
And like just like talk to like a lot of people because my first friend group I didn't stick with. And like you will end up
Out them. No,
Yeah.
just kidding, don't.
name drop them right now. But I think you will find your people no matter what.
Yes.
There are a lot of people here.
There are a
Yes.
lot of people,
And,
even
like,
in a small program.
The
there are a lot of
timing
people.
of doing this is so important too, because like I had just gotten really tired of being in Bates, and to be quite honest, I do not want to go back. But like being here and having this whole change of scenery has been really like helpful, and especially like meeting all these new people that are kind of from similar backgrounds, going through the same thing, has been like developmentally very beneficial.
Yeah.
Being in your early 20s with other people also in their early 20s in Europe.
Yes. Yeah, I really agree with the point that like you find your people. I felt like what was hard for me when I first got here is I felt like I met a lot of people in different circumstances from me. You know, they came from big state schools or they were from STEM fields, and that just
Right.
wasn't the people I was used to being around. But like I found a really great group of people, also from liberal arts colleges. But you know,
Yeah.
you find your people no matter where you are. They're always there, and you just have to like authentically be yourself. I know it's such a cliche piece of advice, but I felt like when I first got here, I was trying to like fit into all these different groups that I didn't necessarily found the
Right.
most joy in. But when you just like are authentically yourself, you find the people who you are comfortable being.
Pottery studios don't really like take in just like random students that email you, and because they don't have a lot of like extra funds. But this one woman, Jenny at Urban Artist Studio, she took me in and she let me help out with her studio in exchange for like open hours. Like I could just like cash in the hours for free, and it's just so nice. Like the benefits of being a student in Europe are really plentiful, and you just have to be able to find them and reach out. I think I guess my advice to future students would be find your thing and make sure you're doing it here, because it will make you feel like connected to who you are as a person. And like the whole point of being abroad is to find out who you are as an individual, and doing your thing and feeling like you is a huge part of that. And I feel like me when I'm in a studio with other people talking about the clay, which is so, I hate saying that out loud. But it's
love
like
it.
so somatic, like touching clay around other people and then being like just so excited about something that you threw. And it's like, this is bigger than I've ever thrown it before. And like, look at what I've just trimmed. It's so thrilling. And like, I guess that's where I found my space, and it's so nice that I've been able to do it here for free,
Yeah.
mostly.
Mhm.
So yeah, shout out Jenny.
Yeah. So on a similar note, I think another piece of advice is to, like we were talking about it earlier, get a journal. Get a junk journal. I think that it's such
Craft.
a craft. Honestly, craft, scrapbook, just working with your hands and being watercolor, like being creative is so important. And also I think that I've been keeping a junk journal, which one, I think it's a great way to like reduce trash. Like instead of throwing away your it's very
Tickets.
minimal. Instead of throwing away your tickets, you put it in a journal. But it's just such a great memorabilia to have. And also it like, even if you don't think you're the most creative person, I think being abroad is a great way to start. Yeah.
And craft nights, so fun.
Craft nights, yes. One thing.
We've gotten so much glitter glue
Yes.
all over.
Community crafting is really like Black Home in Our Housing has this creative space and they have a ton of free art supplies, which has been a game changer.
I'm sorry we haven't invited you.
No, it's
Do you want
okay.
to come?
You should
Well,
come.
that's someone who's,
Yes,
Okay.
you should come
I'm
to
not
craft
very
night.
artsy crafty, but I would be down.
It's a perfect time to
It
start,
is.
like we were
We're
saying.
also, like,
to
just to
all
speak
levels
on-
of experience.
Yeah.
Also, like, just for people who don't feel, I guess, too inclined to write a journal and stuff, I think it's a big jump for some people.
That is
Just,
true.
just like document your dungeon travels. I think like get Be Real or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, be real.
I think it's
Find
important to
something
like
to collect.
just like document and
What are you collecting?
collecting.
Yeah, are you collecting
Ooh.
anything from all your countries that you go to?
Oh, I collect like keychains and stuff.
Oh,
I love
keychain.
that.
That's nice.
What about
Alena's doing.
Yeah.
Alena's doing something.
I'm
cool.
collecting like vintage pins from every country I go to, putting it on my backpack.
Mhm.
Okay, so what are you gonna take home with you? What are you gonna take home? You can't take people. You can't take buildings.
Oh, okay. That's a tough one.
You can only take material things and memories, probably.
What I'll take home, I think, is just like the friendships and like
Yeah.
the people I've met here in Sweden. Like my host family, for example, I wanted to like stay in touch with them afterwards too, and I think I've really built a lasting relationship with them. And I've also met like locals through like the basketball gym near our house.
Oh
And yeah, I'm sorry, but
no, sorry. I just want to go to the basketball, and you haven't invited me.
no, yeah, but I've met so many good people like through classes.
Yeah.
And just also we're so close. Like we're all NESCAT kids. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us are.
Yeah,
So,
we
guys.
could definitely. I mean, like Josie, my roommate, is going to be in DC, which is where I live, and so we'll keep in touch for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My friend Charlene will be in Seattle for her internship this summer,
Gosh, that's
and I'm gonna go see her
Yeah.
probably this summer.
just like those friendships and the things that we learn from the friendships. I think I don't know. I keep bringing up Sam,
Yeah.
but Sam was just like. I mean, I was going through a hard time this semester, and like the support system here that was created through all these craft nights and brunches, like was incredibly helpful for me. And she said something about love that I'll always take home with me, like that everybody deserves like to be loved in a like unsparingly. That I deserve like to be loved unsparingly, like without hesitation. And I really resonated with that, and I will take it with me everywhere I go in my little pocket. Yeah. Other than my rings and my clothes, which I am really excited about. Like people are gonna be like, "Oh, where'd you get that cool coat?" You know, Sweden. So I got it in Sweden. Like it's no big
No
deal.
big deal.
Yeah. What won't you be taking with you?
Wait, can I answer the question?
Wait, yeah, you
first?
should answer the question.
I haven't answered it.
Okay, what will you be taking with you?
I think on a similar note to you guys, one thing that I'll be taking home with me is just my relationships and the conversations that I've had with people here. I've had such deep and meaningful conversations here. And it's so heartwarming to know that like your people are wherever you go. You know, you have the power to make your own community. You have the power to surround yourself with people that you love and that love you. And that they're everywhere in this world, in every corner, you know, no matter where you are. And I think a second thing that I will take with me.
That was really good.
Well, thank
But
you.
if there's another
There's
one,
a
like,
second
I'm
thing.
not even sure you can top that.
I probably
Okay.
won't. But a second thing is just finding appreciation in like the stillness of life.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like living in Stockholm, things feel still and calm here. And even though I'm not 100% sure this is where I could spend the rest of my life, I feel like this few months I've spent here, I've just had such an appreciation for just the silence, you know, because I really appreciate the silence and the taking a break and taking a, like it, I don't feel guilty to rest here, which I feel like we were talking about earlier.
That's a good
It's kind
point.
of guilty to rest in the States.
Yeah. I also think like trusting other people and like I guess I'm just reading the book right now, and also I'm in Sweden, and people trust people here, and it's really nice to be in a place where you not only trust other citizens but then trust the government. Like the trust in government is so high here, and trust in the U.S. government, like personally, not very high. And I want to be in a place where I don't have to spend all my energy protesting decisions that I don't agree with. So I just felt like my values feel much more aligned with society here.
Yes, I agree.
And it's like way less energy output for me. Like I don't disagree all the time with people.
Yeah. I mean, like we literally left our bag back there, and I feel like no one's going to take it.
Nobody's going to take it. Nobody's going to push you into the tracks.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
It's a nice escape from like what we have back home, and just seeing how things function here, like the social welfare
Everything
state,
makes sense.
the healthcare. It's all so perfect. And like it does have its own problems, but I think it's really nice to like see how the world functions instead of being stuck in our own little bubble back home.
What tradition are you taking back?
What tradition I'm taking back, it's so cliche. I know it's cliche. But I'm taking fika back with me. I love the idea of fika. I've absolutely fallen in love with the idea of fika that I actually am incorporating it into my senior thesis.
Oh.
So I'll definitely be doing a lot of thinking about it. Specific, not to talk about my senior thesis, but I'm thinking of doing like feminist and queer cafes as sites of rest and resistance. And that's so inspired by Sweden. Like this like idea of resting and community. And yes, like Swedes do have this like stereotype of being cold, but like the Swedes have such a strong community with each other. And you can really see that. And you can really see like with my visiting host family, like I love the conversations that we have over fika and over meals.
Yeah, that's really nice. I think that I don't have anything to say yet, and I think it's your turn.
I can go. I just also love this emphasis on like family and like community here in Sweden. I think just having spended time with my host family for the past 2 months, it's just been really eye-opening in how to spend time with your family. Like, I think seeing myself interact with my own host family here has made me think more about how I am back home and how I can improve myself in the family setting. And it's in that way, it's been really educational about myself and just my own family.